Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Marta here. As you can see, my desk is divided in two. That can mean only one super thing. Your very favorite Emily is here with me today.
Hello everyone.
When I painted something off camera, I could not believe it because it was painted kind of out of curiosity, literally. I was like, I'm gonna chance it, I'm gonna try it. Wait till you see it because it's so amazing. And when I saw it, I was like, Emily, look at that. Emily, look at that. This is the cutest hedgehog ever and the most simple. I painted that with the toilet paper rolls. Would you believe it? Super fun, super easy. You have to test it out. You have to try it. You have to paint with us. Please grab your acrylic paints, any paints actually, poster paints, whatever you have, and toilet paper rolls and paper. That's really it. So without any further ado, let's start cutting our paper rolls. Let's get some paints out and let's do this beautiful, super fun, cute hedgehog for autumn inspiration. Let's do it. Where do we begin? Let's start from cutting our roll. We need kind of longer strips and we will need 2 rolls because we will be making shorter strips. And, we're gonna make this hedgehog in kind of 2 goes, I would say, or 3 goes even, but wait till you see it all. All you need is just scissors and paper rolls. Everyone has that at home, I believe. So let's cut these. After after just a few seconds of cutting, your hand may get tired, so take a little break if you feel like. And if you're asking how thick, how thin the strips should be, it's really down to yourself, up to yourself. But if you think about the hedgehog itself, it should be kind of thin, isn't it? Mm-hmm. His igwe, what's in English? Igwe.
I don't know, his spikes.
Spikes, yes. His spikes should be, kind of ish
like toothpicks.
Thin, exactly. Okay, so our rolls are ready. Now your next step is to cut this one in half. Easy? Easy. And the reason for that is because we need the other one to be a little bit shorter. So we keeping one part longer to make our hedgehog, and then to make his little cutesy head, we will need the bristles to be shorter. So what we really do is we cutting it half. And before I'll do it, maybe I'll say how long I've done it. So if you look at the roll,
about halfway.
About halfway, yes. The first one was about halfway, and then halfway again, cutting that. Now, the next thing you could do is, if you fancy having them a little bit even thinner, that's great, if you can, because obviously when you were hand cutting, not all of them were thick and thin. They were probably a mixture of all. Exactly. How did you do that, Emmy?
Some of them are very thick, some of them are really, really thin.
Exactly. So you can help it out and maybe thin out a little bit. Now it's maybe a little bit easier. And when we have this one done, we will need roll number 2, kind of, for the even smaller elements. But that's no problem. So we don't need this. There we go. We don't need this little strip to go away. So we have the long one, we have the middle part, and now we need a super small one. So basically what we will do is we're gonna just cut small amounts around. And maybe, if you prefer, so your third one should be shorter than your second one. We can even shorten this one, and
I made that one like pretty short, so I'm gonna have to make these very short.
And very thin as well. And then we're gonna have this one as well. So there we go. So, Okay. You're doing well?
They have to be like so small compared to this one. Well, I could make them a bit longer.
Okay. And I'm gonna make my one a little bit even thinner, because this is gonna be next to his little mouth. So it kind of needs to be even thinner, like really teensy, 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 teensy. Like hair nearly, you would say, like a little hair. So, oopsie. This one could be smaller. Be careful to not cut it too much. So now then, when I feel that, oh, maybe I prefer this to be even shorter, I'm cutting that smaller, like trimming a little bit, and there we go. We have our third one, tiny one, and we have 3 different sizes. Okay, our rolls are ready. Emily's finishing up her one, and we will need some paints. I have Arteza here. These are acrylic paints, but use what you have. You can even try watercolors. Oftentimes I'm asked, can I use this, can I use that? And my answer is always, go for it, just try it. What's the worst can happen? The worst can be that you're going to waste a little bit of product, or maybe you're going to discover something rather amazing. So I encourage you to try it, to test it out, to not be afraid. So go for it. You can use kids any sort of paints that they have. Now here is my brown, one of the browns. We're gonna have few browns, we're gonna have some yellows, and we have some gray as well, and we have a little bit of white, so all sorts. And these are, if you're wondering, these are Arteza. If you need some paints, please use link below my video. Links to Arteza is there. And also what I would love you to know is that if you don't have palette for paints, like I don't, I'm just using some foil. Look, this one is like packing foil and white paper underneath it so that you will see our paint. So basically, use, guys, what you have. It's not important that you don't have what we are using. No, please try to be courageous, try to be creative, and just go for it. Get your paints out, whatever you have. There could be poster paints. You could even try, definitely, you could even try watercolors. They may not be as vibrant to begin with. Maybe you have a little bit more troubles, but just go for it. I encourage you to just try it out. I may add a little bit extra color here, Emmy, because there'll be 2 of us using it in one palette, so I may add little extra paints. Okay, so our next step will be to try to kind of go with the paint around in a kind of circle shape and add a little bit, kind of enough water and pigment mix together, so it's gonna be nice and moving. Basically, we need the pigment and the whole thing moving. There we go. And then we're gonna do exactly the same. Now, don't worry if your colors are gonna mix up, because obviously it's a hedgehog. His his little spikes are gonna be mixed up, so don't worry about that. And I hope that hedgehog is autumn, because we were thinking autumn. It is, isn't it? And he's wearing some, now that's what they say, that every hedgehog has apple, but seemingly they don't eat apples, I heard. So yes, so it's like a fantasy of us people thinking that they do, but I think I heard somewhere that they don't eat apples at all. So,
or it's just unlikely for them to have one on their back at least.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Emily, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Kind of, yes.
Kind of.
I'm excited, but like...
You'll be fine, Emily. She's a little bit nervous because she thinks that she can't make a pretty hedgehog. But guys, it's about fun. It's about trying it. It's about just enjoying it. So yeah. So we have our brushes, I'd say. Brushes ready. Kind of try to make them like a brush.
Flat.
Yeah. And we're going to be going around... Whoops. Not too much paint, guys, not too much. Oops, but enough. And we're trying to concentrate on our hedgehog to be, you can even go a little bit up high with it. Maybe you can move your hands like this if you feel that it's not going towards your direction that you wish. Yeah, there we go. Super! Awesome, Emily. Well done. Can I just move it closer to here? Oh, there we go. Now, the next color, because we have to be a little bit cautious about the coloring and all. So the next color, I'm not cleaning my brush, obviously, as you can tell. The next color will be, try not to go over into the same place too much. Rather than going too much, try to keep it few, maybe, as I said, tilt it forward so you can feel that maybe the other side of the bristle happened there. Then the next color, beautiful Emily, well done, I love it. Now, so here is another color. And if you feel like it's too much, why don't you just grab, do I have any paper? Oh, maybe this one. You can, clean it off. If you feel like it's a little too much, just clean it off as well. That's perfectly fine. And we're trying to go with our hedgehog. Now, as you can see, we're making like a first layer. Then with the second, we're gonna make smaller and even smaller. So we just here, touchy, beautiful Emily, love it. So just here, touchy, and even spiky, because this is darker, so we can do the kind of like tilt. So you see, it's kind of, so you're not touching with the whole, just the exactly, just the outside, the spiky elements. And here is as well. Now here we're gonna do everywhere, but with the concentration and touches, there we go, a little bit with this kind of. Okay, so this one, beautiful. We can put this one aside for now. Let's put it aside and let's do exactly the same thing, exactly the same with the middle size. You can make it maybe a little bit like more roundy, slightly more roundy, and as you can imagine, we're gonna be concentrating on this part, right? We start off with the yellow.
Do we need more water?
I think we may manage, we'll see. So here it is. So we're kind of trying to fill it in space even more. And we can even turn it around slightly, but not too much, because we don't want this to go too much. And then next color. Well done, Emily. So we're trying to kind of differentiate a little bit of a head. So this is our head, right? And our most important color will be the actual darkest one. So let's go to the third color. Oops, how is that? Awesome. Make sure that you're concentrating on exactly on the kind of edges, and even like here, trying to concentrate on the edges. And I feel like, oh, maybe I wish a little turn it around, just a little bit on the bigger. And then the color number 4. And trying to, super beautiful, Emily, beautiful. And now your darkest one is left, so there we go. And here as well. I'm just checking if we're recording, but we are, and our darkest is here. There we go. So it's kind of feels that it's the darkest, and you kind of even can go super, Emily, a little bit darker with the darkest, because we kind of wish this to stand out really, as this is the actual head of our beautiful hedgehog, right? Okay. So once this is done, we have left our third size, and this is where we're gonna be making his little mouth. And if you feel that it's maybe too long, I just wonder if it's too long. I think it'll be fine. Maybe it's a little too long, as in I may feel that, yeah, that it's kind of too long, maybe a little bit. So we're starting off with the yellow yet again, but let's not stress, because we are gonna be making a little nose in the middle as well. So if we're not having enough color, that's okay. So it's like nearly like a circle, Emily, look. It's nearly like a, yeah, like a little sun, like a little sunish here. And then a little bit of that. Oh, there we go, beautiful. And then a darkest one, tiny, And there we go. And our hedgehog is really done when it comes to coloring his head, his face, and his little cute body. Next thing is to start painting. We wait for Emily. Gorgeous, Emily. You did so well. You did so well. Super. Beautiful. Yours looks very realistic, actually, hedgehog. It's really gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I love how intense is your middle part, and my one is less. I love it, and I think your coloring is better. So I may repeat it, redo a little bit of brown, I think, maybe in places, because hedgehog shouldn't be really that yellow as mine. So maybe I'll just kind of do in here. Maybe I can make him a little bit more brown. What do you think? Yours is gorgeous, Emily. I love, love, love it. Okay. Yes, it's very nice. Okay. So let's move on to next step. Next step is to, next step is to really paint his little mouth, paint his little nose, his little ears. So we're gonna need some brushes for that, and also make a tiny bristles, tiny, like what's the word, like a little hair that will, his spikes that will be even more visible. The best would be to use some sort of very, very thin brushes. I have yet again very miniature brushes from Arteza, so we will use some of that. You may need one, and I may need one. So let's have this in a minute ready to go. But for now, let's grab maybe some middle brush. Do I have some middle brush here? Oh, I have some middle brush here, and you have some middle brush here. There you go. Some kind of middle brush. Let's try to have this clean-ish. And we're gonna do his little ears. And before we do ears, maybe we do actually the nose. Let's do the nose. So we need a little bit of that black, and let's try to make this kind of here, but try not to fully color the whole nose. Let's leave a little bit of whiteness so that it's kind of having more depth, I guess. So here it is. You just have to imagine that this is your hedgehog, and you know, so there we go. And then let's do his eyes. We're not gonna go too high, we're not gonna go too wide. We just can kind of stick with him, maybe his eyes to be somewhere along here and somewhere here as well. Super cute. Well done, Emily. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. Okay, and just try to imagine where the eyes should be. We are matching perfectly, Emily, because you are right-handed and I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
So imagine where to leave a little bit of white space as well for your hedgehog eyes, kind of, and we can repeat it with a little bit of whiteness then. And I think this one is too small in comparison to this one eye, so I may redo this a little bit and redo a little bit of a nose, and that's super, super cute. He's super pretty. So we leave out a little bit of white space. We're gonna then add maybe gel pen or white acrylic to even fill it in better. But for now, that's perfectly fine. This is looking very pretty, very good. And he actually does look like a little hedgehog. What do you think, Emmy? Oh, it's so cute. I think you have a baby hedgehog and I have a mama hedgehog. Oh, this is so cute. Very pretty. I love it. You did awesome. Okay, now before anything, be sure to share this video with your friends. Please, please, please. It'd be so awesome, because such a cute video, such an easy video. Maybe your friends would love to do it with kids or by themselves to just get relaxed. Maybe you have someone who is sad, maybe someone who is not so happy about the recent things, and I think a little bit of painting like this could make them their day. So yeah, I encourage you to. We forgot about the gray completely, Emily, but that's okay. We can keep the gray more for the actual ears. And now it's time to make ears. Ears, and a little bit of his fur as well. Not fur. A little bit of what's the word? His spikes. Okay. So we have to think of where we're gonna place that ears. Let me think. So I just checked that ears really, I wanted to make sure that ears are really kind of small for the hedgehog, and also kind of near his eyes, really, on this, nearly on the same level. So we're just gonna try to do that a little bit. Although for some reason I like the big ears. But oh well. Now, to make this a little bit less grayish only, I mix up a little bit of that, maybe a little bit of that. We're gonna, of course, do a little bit of gray color coming as well, so that it's not gonna be as standing out as if he's like, what's going on? He's brown and his ears are this. That's okay, because what we could do is we could take either this, or we could take a little small brush and just go with a little gray here, gray little lines. You okay, Amy?
Yeah.
And make this tiny, tiny, tiny lines. And same for here, like his ears.
I put his ear too close to the eye, but it was wet, so I washed it off.
Oh, good, good. So, and same, we can kind of try to blend in here. And also not only blend in, but really we try to hide his ears behind the actual fur. Did we say fur? Yeah, his spikes.
Oh yeah.
So now what I'm doing is I'm kind of trying to make his little fur even furrer. No, thinner.
More
how
like
is
detail.
igua? Needles. Kolce. No, I'm gonna Google that. Kolce in English. I'll know now. Translator.
Spikes.
You think so? Translate. Kolce. Spikes, you're right. How did you know? Mommy's English is not the best, but that's okay. I'm learning every day. So spikes, we're making his spikes being even more spiky, and we kind of add in it in a few places, and the black one will be even nicer because it will kind of add up a little bit and makes everything even better. For some reason I really wish his ears to be even slightly bigger. So what I may do is I'm gonna just maybe make this a little lower here. I like his ears, kind of. I think it makes him more cute with the bigger ears, and yeah, I think so. So when the ears are dry, we can definitely try to make some spikes being covering up the ears, but we have to wait for ears to dry. So in the meantime, we kind of make an imitation of those spikes here with the tiny brush, because it's just basically way easier with the brush than with the okay. So I'm using the black one now as well. I think I need a little bit more. Oh, phone. Some alarm. Time to pick up Emily from school, but we all.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm trying to add a little bit of that black. Now to kind of give you a little bit of help, Emily, if you wish your small, I think you can use this one, Emily. The brushes are smaller here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's a different brush. That's okay. Do you know what you could do? Try to blend this quickly. Just blend it in quickly. Yeah. Yeah.
But then I can take it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same for the other one if you want. But before you start adding the lines, now make sure that this part is dry. So, and when you try to make, if you want your pigment to hold on better on your brush when you're making little lines, make sure that it's not too wet, not too thick from the paint. It's just the right amount, so it will kind of be, how can I say, like it will paint longer in a way. So at least that's how it works for me. Oh, look at the camera, Emily. They look so cute. They, two of them are so cute. Baby and mommy, I think, a little bit. So we're kind of trying as well to differentiate between a little nose and a little bit of his head and his body. So kind of help out with the wherever you're making your little spikes, you kind of differentiate a little bit of the actual three sizes of his body, I guess. That is so cute. That is so cute. Now, I really encourage you to try. Please, please, please try. You will love it, love it, love it. And as much as we love that. Did you enjoy this? Do you enjoy it? And I have to tell you in a little secret that Emily was like, I'm not too sure I can. Maybe you prefer to record on your own. I'm like, no. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because she was afraid she can't do it, but come on, Emmy, you are amazing. Look at your hedgehog. So I'm kind of going with the bristle, with the little bristles. Like yours is perfect. I don't think yours need much more of the spikies. You know, I think it did so amazing, absolutely amazing. I think it's so cute. Oh. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of water here, just to kind of blend in, and maybe tiny grays happening here, like a tiny, maybe. Same for here, like a little kind of, like a little touches of gray. So he's not as brown, I think.
So it matches his ears?
Yeah, exactly. And I think we need a little bit of more brown towards his ears. So, oh, it's so cute. You did so well, Emily. And you can do some lines here on top of his ears, so that the kind of ears are hidden in the actual, I think I'm gonna try to smoosh out a little bit of his ears, a little bit more, so they're gonna be more, what's the word? Not as harsh lines, but kind of blending, but also do a little bit of fluffiness and camouflage it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. And if I feel that, oh, maybe he could have slightly bigger ears. Again. Yeah, because I just think that his ears are not big enough for his big eyes and his big face, if the hedgehog has face. You know, like he's cute and big and all, but I just think that size-wise, he has, you know, he's big-ish boy. Okay, say nothing, Marta, say nothing. Okay, I love it, Emily, you did so well, sweetie. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. Okay. Poor hedgehog. He looks like he has headphones on. Actually, but that's okay. Earmuffs, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I think I'm gonna make some few more lines and I'm done. And then we can do a little bit of maybe some white happening. In just, you know, to make a little bit of, how can I say, not shadow, the outline? No. And also look, I added like a little bit of those kind of spikes somewhere on his eyes, so it's like not, his eyes are not stuck and glued down to the actual you know what I mean. So a little bit that something is actually there covering, and he's not as, yeah. Okay, I think I need to do a little bit of dry of his ears. Okay, and once this is done, I think I need to do a little bit of brown, and that's it. Yeah, okay, I think I'm super happy with mine. How are you feeling, Amy?
Good.
Okay, and I'm gonna use some of white gel pens. I have the biggest one, which is here, so I may do that. This one is from Arteza as well, guys, if you fancy a little bit of, oh, a little bit of gel. Oh, he's so cute, he's so cute. I think one thing I'm missing that I may redo is a little bit lower. I think maybe I could do something happening. I think that he's missing a little bit of body here.
I'm thinking he's missing something just here, but
yeah, exactly. So let's let's redo them, why not? So a little bit of here, exactly, and a little bit of here. Okay, just be careful. Just be careful. I think I'm gonna spray some water to reactivate, although acrylics are drying permanent, so you won't activate much, but something I'm sure we'll manage. You finished? Oh, would you like the white to stand out a little bit? Yeah, I think I was missing touches of that body here.
yeah.
I think. Maybe this one as well, the smaller. I hope you are crafting, painting with us, guys. This would be so important and so needed. Here we go. Oh, hello, Hedgehog. You are beautiful. Maybe just here. I think, oh, sorry. Okay. So we have 3 of them now. Oh, look at them. So cute, so cute. I think I could do a little bit more here on the face. Let's see again. Marta feeling not so confident about this one. Maybe the gray one again. Are you masterpiecing here as well?
I'm kind of adding a bit of an outline to the ears because I felt like they weren't vibrant enough, but I didn't want to go over it because then I'd have to do all the like spikes again. So I just went with a little bit of a outline.
Yeah. You see, it's unpredictable how your brush will react and where and how your actual, you know, how your animal will turn out, and I think that's the beauty of it, that we really don't know. And voila, gorgeous, Emily. Let's show them together, 3.
Mine are so different. Mine is so different to your one.
Look, I think the middle one looks like a little teddy bear. Yours looks the best as a hedgehog, to be honest. This one has a little roundy face, but that's okay.
I prefer the spacing of your eyes. Like, my eyes are too low, in my opinion.
Okay, well, I think this one, the first one, the accidental one, happened to be the cutest, maybe. But then, you know what? Come on, Emily. The most important is that we tried it, and yeah. Okay, guys. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you so very much. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you will try your hedgehog. Don't forget to leave us a comment and let us know what do you think. Do you like the hedgehogs? Will you try it? Will you share this video with your friends and family? Maybe someone would enjoy a little bit of painting, a little bit of crafting. Thank you so very much. Oh, don't forget to hit the likes up. Thank you. We're gonna have to go because it's time to record another video. We love you loads. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll chat to you very soon. Bye. Bye bye.